Here we go. Overleveled
Right.
Podcast, episode 121. And guys, it was an interesting thing that happened this weekend. You had DC fandom. You know, we had some lows and some highs, and a lot of lows, but we got some highs. That's all I gotta say on that matter, of course. And we had some Nintendo news, some Battlefield stuff, Metroid Dread, and Rockstar kind of news. But other than that, not really anything too crazy happening. And Jeff Keighley also, talking about the Game Awards. But I guess we're gonna go into the DC fandom stuff first. But of course, before we do that, we of course have Bless Red, Alish, and Taladia, and of course, like we always do, we talk about the games that we have been playing. And starting off, the games that I've been playing have been Lost Judgment, Chapter 7 in that game. Put so many hours into that game. Almost done with all the school stories. Overall, fucking love that game. Love it, love it, love it. Better than the first game. Up there, I think it might take Kiwami too. I think it has the potential for me. Just because they've done everything right. And they also improved, like I said, the stealth and all that compared to the first game, and just the detective work is better as well. And friend events are gone. The stuff that I complained about in the original game, I think the friend events are only pertaining to freaking cats, which you don't even have to do. And it's not that important. So that's one of the big pluses that I had going into it, and I'm kind of glad they listened because friend events weren't. They just weren't good in the first game. But yeah, and also the mini games, the boxing, the motorcycle games, and it's just really really cool. And then the only gripes I have is for the I would want to say the standard user, and reason I say that is because they kind of lock away like 3 girlfriends and the boxing ability, which really sucks. But
Would they lock it behind what?
they locked it behind like the deluxe and the ultimate edition.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's Sega. I don't believe that's
wow.
Whatchamacallit, the RGG's fault. Definitely
That's
Sega.
anti-consumer. That's anti-consumer.
Yeah. I noticed that with
Yes,
Persona
sir.
5 Royal as well. When they came to the Personas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how much it equated to, like almost $60
Mm-hmm.
for all the Personas
For
and
DLC?
costumes. No, not the Royale, just the Personas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Arena. I think there's an Arena too on top of that, and 2 extra bosses or something like that for the arenas. So yeah, Sega being Sega, same thing happening with like a Dragon as well.
Yep, that's where it started. Yakuza-wise.
I won't even say it just started. I think it stemmed from Persona 5.
No, but I mean RGG-wise.
Oh yeah. It definitely happened
yeah.
around. You want to say 2019, right? Because there was nothing like that in the original Judgment. So you definitely Sega pimping out their franchises is like, yo, we gotta have these DLCs and stuff.
They think they got the clout now. They think Yakuza is up there now.
No, I mean I don't disagree. I mean it's getting up there, I think.
Nah.
But overall, like I said, kind of taken away from that, that's the only bad thing I think for consumers. But my overall experience, just as a whole, really really good. But yeah, I played some Tales of Arise. I believe I'm level 60, pretty much near the end of the game as well. And I've also been playing Final Fantasy 14, and I've gotten to Stormblood. So I'm like 3 hours into Stormblood, and all I got to say is I hope I can beat Stormblood and Shadowbringers before Endwalker comes out. I literally got 30 days to beat this, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I realistically I don't know, because that's like a total of over 100 hours. And that's not including, I guess, like raids and stuff. So that's kind of yikes for me. And has there been any other games? I've been testing auto HDR on some games as well. Been pretty cool. Seeing Yakuza like 0 and Kiwami 2 with auto HDR. It is really good. Not all the games support it. Tales of Rise doesn't. Persona 5 Strikers does, but I've been testing, and auto HDR is a pretty cool feature for Windows 11.
Oh, how is Windows 11?
It's
updated?
cool. I did notice like it took away a couple frames. Not
AMD
to the
performance
not to
problems.
this huge extent like some people are, because I'm playing 4K. So I'm not noticing with 1440p. But I
you have-
noticed like 6 or 7 frames that I would normally get.
If you're on Ryzen, stay away from Windows 11 right
Yeah.
now.
I saw Jay's video.
This is why don't be an early adopter. People want to jump over to the new thing, and you just get fucked up.
Yep.
I
don't
think
be a
it
day
depends on what you want as a consumer, right? That's how I believe. Because me, my 5 or 6 frames, I don't care as much because I want auto HDR. But I can understand if you're a consumer and care about the frame rates and you're a high competitive gamer, then yeah, you do not go to Windows 11. But if you're
Yeah, I'm
like
not
all about the
I
HDR
mean,
and stuff like that, then yeah, you go to Windows 11.
see, I'm not a competitive gamer, but for me to upgrade to Windows 11 was fine because I play on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I decided to upgrade my Windows 10 to 11 purely on the basis of even though I got AMD Ryzen 5 3600, I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna play competitively at all on PC games. The only game I probably would play um would be the Halo multiplayer. That's the only game I'll play on PC. But other than that, I wouldn't be playing any other games on PC.
Okay, cool. Well, now that you're talking to Ladia, what games have you been playing?
I've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I just finished that tonight. So I finished the story on that, and I also been playing Splitgate on PlayStation 4, and I got back into Injustice. It's been 4 months since I've been playing on PlayStation. So getting back into the groove of things, getting back into those games, and hopefully soon, once we'll be talking about this later, will be about Gotham Knights. So that'll be a game I'll be looking forward to getting next year.
Cool. All right. What about you, Bless? What have you been playing?
Before I get into that, I just wanted to give my condolences or just give some awareness to a person that was an important content creator to me and many people in the community of Rainbow Six Siege, or Michael Stockley, also known as Kickstar. He is one of the, honestly, probably if I would have to say, is probably like the face of Rainbow Six Siege. He was a content creator turned, oh no, he was a pro league person turned content creator, streamer turned caster, and he passed away last Monday, and that hit me hard, and it honestly shook the entire esports community, not even just Rainbow Six Siege. I saw Valorant people talking about it, Rocket League, League of Legends, a lot of different esports community were giving their condolences towards the matter. But yes, rest in peace, that man. What a beautiful man he was. But the games I've been playing basically 4 games. So I beat The Artful Escape. It's a good game. I forget. I bought it on Steam, but it's a good game. It didn't wow me like I thought it would, people were like orgasming about playing it. They were like, "Oh, this is a special game or whatnot." I mean, it's a cool game. I like the ideas. I just thought the music itself would be better, but I don't know. I was disappointed by the music itself, but overall the game and how they handled like, oh, you're picking your identity, you're creating your own identity. It was pretty cool. Um, I also beat Metro Dread. It was a good game. Very good game. Um, I've seen a lot of people like sucking it off though on Twitter and other places, which I don't really get. So, put into context, Metroid Dread is my first Metroid. So, take for that as what you will, but I don't know, it didn't wow me at all. Like it's a very solid game, but it didn't wow me as a Metroidvania. I think there are definitely better Metroidvanias that are out there. I haven't played any other Metroidvania this year, but like, say for instance, like Ori and the Blind Forest. Well, no, not Ori and the Blind Forest. I think Ori is like on the same level as Metroid Dread. I would say something like Will o' the Wisps, the sequel of Ori and the Blind Forest. That game is incredible. I think that game stands head and shoulders above Metroid Dread in basically every aspect. But nonetheless, Metroid Dread is a very good game. I think the music was eh. The music was eh in that game.
Yeah, just say
The
forgettable.
Yes, very forgettable. It was eh. It was very background music type vibes where it wasn't even of importance, honestly. Which is something I look forward to in most games, but especially like a Metroidvania. That is it's a definite grab. Um, graphic wise, it's okay, I guess. People are talking shit about it. I mean, it looks okay. It's on the Switch. It looks okay. Um, it was very like straightforward though. It was very like, oh, there for like I would say like 80% of the game, you're getting pushed into a path. Like one particular path for like 80% of the game before like it starts to open up and like, oh, you have enough abilities to actually go through that locked door that was locking you. Like most Metroidvanias are like, well, the difference between most Metroidvanias and this game, it's like I feel most Metroidvanias they're open, but they're gated off in certain scenarios. Whereas this game is just feels like it's gated off and it's just like putting you. It's like it feels like a linear game almost for most of it. Um, Other than that though, it's gameplay was fun. Bosses were fun. Very overall a very good game. Um, Other games I've been starting. I started Dirt 5. Played that little bit of that. It's pretty fun. I don't know how much I'm gonna really play it. I don't know if I'm gonna beat it before Forza, but I'm definitely gonna play Forza more than that. But other game I've been addicted to for like the last couple of days is Deathloop. I started playing that game. I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, I don't know. I wasn't completely into it. I wasn't looking to there was a lot to learn, a lot to like pay attention to and like digest in the beginning with all the tutorials and the quickie the tutorial tips and whatnot. And I just kind of skimmed through it and just was going through the motions and trying to play the game instead of trying to have the game tell me how to play it. So originally it started off it wasn't as fun. Plus the performance on PC was kind of trash. They fixed it a little bit with the recent patch, and they added DLSS, which is a godsend. But the game still randomly sometimes, especially during invasions with Juliana, will just start stuttering. And there's not really a fix. I just have to close the game and just relaunch it. Um, but yeah, that game, I don't know. It's something about it. that Metroidvania type, it's a different take on a Metroidvania. Like the fact that you have to do everything within one day, and then if you don't, you have to restart from the beginning. And like each area during different each area during different time frames has different things going on, which I find very interesting. It's like, oh, this area is locked during the morning, but it's unlocked during the afternoon. It's a lot of small tidbits, and I like the story, how it's fleshing out and how it's like talking about the characters and whatnot. Gunplay is good. I'll say one of the biggest problems though is definitely Julian fighting Juliana is fun, but it doesn't feel as smooth as like a real first person shooter type experience. It feels like I'm playing a single player game with a laggy person that's invading. It's like all out like I don't know, like kind of like Dark Souls. I don't view Dark Souls as like a PvP game. I feel like it's a single player game that has people just invade you randomly. I don't view it as like a multiplayer game or PvP game. So it's kind of like that, but like it is like sometimes it's fucking laggy. I feel like I played as Juliana. Sometimes I would just fucking just be lagging nonstop. I would try to run forward. People just internet, it's just fucking awful. But even when I'm playing as the main guy, Cole, the Julianas, it feels like they update the character updates at like I don't know, it feels like the netcode is like at 10 ticks or something. It just feels like the character updates at like 30 frames per second. And it's like hard to hit them. It's hard to track them. It's not like Call of Duty or whatnot where it's like it's easy to track a person because they're very smooth on your screen. It's not like that. I don't know. But so it kind of leads to like awkward gunfights, but they're fun, but it's just very awkward. But that's probably the worst part about it. The music is good, gunplay is good, finding AI. Love the characters are cool. Love the Metrovania aspect. Or not Metrovania, but the roguelike. I think I said Metrovania before, but it's roguelike, my bad. But that's it. That's all I've been playing.
All right, cool. What about you, Alish?
Wait. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. So, Val, of course, every day, 2 or 3 hours. I'm trying to get back into comp, but my boy is like, gotta make an account for him, so we're just going through the motions of that. Cold War, they've been like updating it like progressively like every season, and like they have like this new Halloween event that they have like Scream and all this other stuff in it. So I'm gonna definitely like try to add Cold War to my rotation now that it's like more completed, more fleshed out. Especially map wise, because the maps got a lot better personally since the game came out. I beat Metroid Dread. Agree with what Bless said pretty much. Nintendo fans have a habit of overhyping anything that they have that's like relatively like somewhat of a challenge, or is like kind of, oh, we haven't had this game in this many years, so we should hype it type of energy.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. So like I've beaten all of them, all the 2D games. I've only beaten Prime 1, 3D wise. With the Emmys, like that was a cool like expansion on like the X. I think it's called the X from Fusion. But as the game went on, the Emmys didn't feel as much of a threat as X, in my opinion. Because like you got more power, so you were easily able to outmaneuver her more and more. And then when I realized I could just use the dash to like solve all my problems, I kind of just like fix a lot of like, oh, like I can just keep more distance this way. Because I lost my save and then I went back and I replayed the first 8 hours. It took me 2 hours to catch up. So like the Emmys, like the timing I had it perfectly. Like the earlier Emmys were a lot easier when I went. Even later on, like the Emmys weren't that hard. The graphics, to me, it looks like, I mean, I'm playing on 1440p monitor, so it's probably stretched out more. But just like graphically, it looks like shit. It runs like absolute garbage. I don't know why no one was talking about like the frame dips and the chugginess of the entire game. Like it did not run well at all. For a 2D game, that's no excuse. No excuse for that. So overall, like, and also like people were saying the game was hard. Like yeah, like Metroid. I know David Jaffe was saying that shit, but other people were like yeah, like this game is difficult. I'm just like, what game are y'all playing? Because like, I wasn't really like, I died a good amount, but I wasn't like, oh, this game's hard. But like, I'm just like, oh, like, I didn't do this, so like, it wasn't hard. Then lastly, because I just beat that, so I'm gonna try to get back to this game called Unsighted, which I talked about before. I said when I was playing it, I was thinking about this. I kind of have this problem of I overhype. I expect indie games to be on the caliber of my favorite indie game ever, Crosscode. I expect all indie games to be of that caliber, and then when they don't, I kind of like put that on that game. When it's more so like Crosscode is just in a league of its own, personally. So like, of course, I shouldn't expect every game to be to that standard. And Unsighted, like especially because it looked like it played like it. The devs even mentioned it, like the comparisons. But one thing that I really don't like about this game is that it has like the Pikmin thing of the timer, right? You have like a timer that you have to beat the game a certain amount of time, not only on yourself but on all the AI around you. And you kind of like keep them running. You expand the hours by using these dusts that you find throughout the game. I think they partially did that because you can't really explore the game. It's very straightforward. So they do that to like not give players enough time to explore their surroundings. Like kind of it's like a weird like way of circumventing that issue. And they have a way of turning it off, but the problem is like, the game is easier once you turn it off. So I don't want to do that. So that's just a weird thing I'm getting used to. But ultimately, I want to get back into that game and then in time for Pokemon to come out, and then I'll be on that. There have been leaks about Pokemon people don't like about. I'm gonna see for myself. So yeah, I beat Metroid. It's crazy. I didn't beat a game before Metroid in 2 months, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's
damn.
yeah. Valorant and Apex took all my life.
Hey man, you
for
can just
2
play
months.
some Lost Judgment.
I don't have a PS5 here, bro. It's just my PC and my Switch.
Oh man.
I know, bro. It's back in the 6.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. So I guess we're gonna go into the DC fandom news, right? So, we're gonna leave the Batman trailer for last. We're gonna talk about the video games. First, I guess we can go with Gotham Knights. Overall, for me, I know Teladio's hyped for. I still have the same opinions that I did when they first showed off Gotham Knights. I'm still not impressed. I feel like they butchered Red Hood's design.
Deadpool?
Yeah, I said that in my video when they first did it, and now everyone's making the comparisons. It's like, dude, I said it first. I was like, bro, they butchered him, made him look like Deadpool. Makes me pissed off.
When I just watched it, I was like, yo, is that Deadpool?
Exactly.
When I just watched it, I was like, huh? Wait,
They did my boy dirty.
That's right.
They
That
did
shit
him
was
dirty, and they make him like shoot rubber bullets. You know, for whatever reason, they butchered my man. They neutered him. I don't know. That's not Red Hood. That's a fucking fake person, man.
That's not Red Hood's Red Hood.
No, that's
Nah,
not Red Hood in
Deadpool,
general, bro.
That's Deadpool, bro.
We're gonna call that a copycat because we'll get into it. It's like the whole Deadshot copycats we got in the Arkham universe. Now we got a Red Hood copycat.
That's a great value Deadpool, bro. The motherfucker's not even gonna kill nobody.
No,
great value.
But like I said, I think the story will be decent. I don't think I got an issue with that. I think it'll be cool. But overall, they didn't really do anything. They didn't show gameplay really. It was more of a story trailer, which didn't really give much of the story away. Oh. It's like, yeah, Court of Owls. They basically controlled Gotham City for a while. You would already like knew that if you were into the comics and stuff. They're basically like the Illuminati of Gotham City. So, can't really say much about it. Like, it's, yeah. Taladia, what do you think about the trailer they showed off?
I thought it was a good story trailer. Yeah, they didn't give a release date, but at least there was something that we could talk about. It they showed the penguin for first off, which was leaked out on IMDb. Um, for the person who's gonna voice him, and the fact that what's the word I'm looking for? The fact that they did show. I'm gonna say this. Sorry, Red Hood, but I'm gonna say this. At least they did show Red Hood and Nightwing in the trailer compared to what they did last
What
time.
Red Hood?
Yeah, bro. I also was Deadpool.
No,
Motherfucker said, "Who? Where?"
Talani must watch a different trailer, bro. Must watch a different trailer.
yeah, you might be watching a different trailer compared to
Yeah.
me.
Nah. It's you. It's you.
Wait, but also they made Red Hood so fucking bulky in that too. I was like, come on now. But keep going, Taladia.
But yeah, I was really satisfied with the game. I just think when it comes down to the reveal of the release window, I'm guessing it's gonna be March. They didn't show a release date at DC Fandom, but I think after the event, would you believe one of the designers came out on Twitter and basically said, the Court of Owls, you know, the what's it called, Gotham Knights game, you know, we will have more news on the release date pretty soon, so relax. And apparently he deleted that tweet as soon as he tweeted that out. So I'm just like, okay, that's interesting. The fact that you said that and then delete it. So my guess is the Video Game Awards now we're gonna get more information and possibly even more gameplay for the game. But yeah, it's overall I really enjoyed it. So I'd recommend you guys picking it up if you guys have got it or have no, I mean have got it. If you guys are intending to get it, I would highly recommend it for next gen. But if you're on last gen like myself, then feel free to hit me up and we'll continue up on that.
All right. What about you, Bless? What do you think about that trailer that they showed off?
I thought it was cool. It looked cool. I mean, it looked better than the original showing. I don't know. The original showing I just don't like. The gameplay
That was all
they
gameplay,
actually
bro.
showed,
That was all
That was all-
gameplay. The
That was
original
all
showing.
gameplay.
I didn't like the original showing. I don't know. I was like, yo, this looks like a cool trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But then I remembered this like a co-op, some fucking co-op fucking
It's a co-op RPG.
Some
RPG,
dumb
and I'm
aside, yeah.
like,
The
then I'm
combat.
like pain. But it's like, but that was a nice trailer though. I appreciate that. So, I mean,
Are you gonna buy the game now?
no.
I
mean,
jeez.
I never committed to that shit.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
that-
it's a nice trailer. I mean, I'll see what I can do.
Are you going
when it
you're
releases.
gonna go ride the waves?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do when it releases,
You
bro.
see fit, bro?
I mean, I don't know if we could do co-op and off of.
I mean,
Girl.
I'm pretty sure it's offline as well. It's
It's
meant
offline.
to be a co-op game, but it's
a co-op.
offline.
It's offline co-op and online co-op. So
Like
and
you can play it by yourself if you want to.
yes,
If I did it co-op, I don't even know who I would play it with.
you could play with one more person.
Listen,
That's it.
I might bite the bullet so I can just review the game on my channel. So if someone
Same.
says like, "Hey man, you can't be talking shit about this game," I'll be like, "Listen, I played the fucking game."
The
Love-
one thing I'll say is the people
Love
like
the Steam
Greg,
achievements.
who's working on this game, like Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, who was um who was at the DC Fandom event. At least they did say something about how they extensively expanded on their story arc on the New 52. By the way, Gotham Knights is a New 52 universe. It's not a Arkhamverse for any of you guys who think, oh, Gotham Knights is a continuation of sorry, Gotham Knights is a continuation of Arkham Knight. I'm just like, no.
Well, I get it. It's New 52. I mean that penguin looked completely different, even from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, because they're not connected. That's the thing.
They're not
Yeah.
connected.
Which is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. They could do it. Different multiverses. So it is what it is. I guess Alish, did this trailer, Gotham Knights, satisfy your needs, or did it let you down even more, or you're just like literally the same? Oh man.
What, Gotham Knights?
Yes,
I
sir.
think he sleeps.
Oh, honestly, when I saw that combat, I checked.
Oh man, so you didn't even see the trailer?
No, dude, I just got Arkham Knight. That's all I have
That's
Arkham
all
Knight
you
on
need?
PC. That's all I need. Yeah, those combat arenas, all I need.
Hey man. Also, shout out to Windows 11. Gave me auto HDR for Arkham Knight. Looks pretty fucking good on that.
And Arkham Knight still looks better than that game. That game looks like shit. Last time I saw it, at least. Looks weird.
I feel that.
So
All right, so
interested.
I guess
Just needs more rain.
more what?
Debris,
rain.
more smoke,
More rain.
yeah,
You gotta get the smoke.
more rain.
Yeah, more rain, smoke,
Rain be making shit look crazy.
and then
That's why
tire
Arkham Knight
smoke
looks so
too,
crazy.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, the smoke.
So I guess
By the way,
we're
just-
going to the Suicide Squad, right?
Just before we move to Suicide
Okay.
Squad, just to let you guys know that the Gotham Knights engine is Unreal Engine 4, not 5.
Still looks worse than Arkham Knight.
Yeah, wasn't it Arkham Knight 3 or no?
Yep,
Am
it was
I-
Unreal
Yeah.
Engine 3.
That was Arkham Knight was 3 modified.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways,
Is Gotham Knights cross-gen?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, but we got a game that's not
Oh.
cross-gen.
Oh no more.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So they put out the trailer, no gameplay, kind of a little sad about that, but overall it was a cool trailer. We got to see Flash in his suit. We basically got confirmation that the Justice League members are being controlled by Brainiac. How this is going to work in terms of how you're going to fight the Justice League. Well, turns out that Wonder Woman is not being controlled by Brainiac. So it looks like we're going to team up with Wonder Woman in the game. And also this game is a games as a service game. So
No, it's
we're going
not.
to see how that works in terms of this. But I do have more faith with Rocksteady than Crystal Dynamics. That being said, we need to see more gameplay of the game. But the overall trailer and tone of it was really spot on. When there was comedy, it was really, really good. And we did see the Penguin from Arkham, the Arkhamverse there. And what else did we see? We saw Green Lantern in it as well. Superman, of course. A knockoff Batmobile, which I don't think is Batman's actual Batmobile. We've seen his other iterations in the Arkhamverse. So, and then Taladio told me that there are 2 Deadshots in this that they're trying to explain, because we had a Deadshot in Arkham Origins and City, and now we're having a different one in Suicide Squad. And he told me the one in Suicide Squad is the real one, and the one in Arkham Origins and City was a fake one. So Batman, for whatever reason, the world's greatest detective, didn't realize that, and that fake Deadshot had pinpoint accuracy as the other one. I'll just stop there. When it comes to continuity, they're fucking it up. But overall, I think the trailer was good. What about you, Bless?
I like the trailer. I noticed that it wasn't CGI this time around. It definitely looked like it was most of the cutscenes were in game.
Yeah.
And the in-game models don't look too bad. Hopefully, I mean, it's gonna be next gen only, so I would imagine they would look somewhat similar to that. They should look pretty close to that in terms of actual gameplay wise. So, yeah, I thought it was entertaining. Skinny Waller is interesting.
Oh yeah, she's from Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, he's from Jedi.
Yeah. I know the actor, but like they could have made her big though.
I don't know.
Same
For
character.
whatever reason, they want to.
They're going for that new 52 run. That's what it
I
is.
guess. I rather
That's
have
what
Big Waller as well, like the tank Waller.
She needs the big
Tank Waller.
cheeks, bro.
Tank Waller.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
bro,
what?
when she was like in like majority of like
The
comics, she was a
animated series.
tank, man.
Mhm.
But now they
Fighting.
want
But
to.
I'll say this, right? Like, do you mind if I give my thoughts on the Suicide Squad
Yeah,
trailer?
of
Or no?
course.
So my thoughts honestly is that the trailer looks great. Like obviously we got to see like majority of the Justice League members. Wonder Woman looks awesome, but I could say she looks better than the Injustice 2 game. No lie about that, right? Flash looks good. Green Lantern looks great. Like I think he looked like 1-to-1 near to what Zack Snyder's Justice League Green Lantern was supposed to look like. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie about that. Superman looks good. Harley Quinn looks okay. Um,
Looking
uh,
like halfway Margot Robbie.
yeah,
A
he
little
looks
bit.
okay. Oh, I can say she looks okay,
She
but
doesn't look like the same though, right? She doesn't look like the Arkham
no,
Knight version.
no, she doesn't look like the Arkham Knight version. No. Um, but like other characters like King Shark looks good, and so does Captain Boomerang. What really disappointed me though was the fact that obviously there's still no release date for that, but it's still 2022.
No gameplay that didn't disappoint
No,
you.
no, that did disappoint me
Okay.
slightly, but it's not a game as a service game as I was told by my source,
You
and
got
that
sources, Taladia.
yes, I've got sources,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
And my source actually told me that it's not, and the latest press release given by Rocksteady to the press is that it's not game as a service model, and it's not going to be like Avengers whatsoever. So where people are thinking that it's going to be a game as a service game, it's not.
I really want to just see the gameplay, man.
Same.
It looked
I
really
think
cool though.
I
I
think
like
I
the
think
humor was good.
I think the humor was good, but I think the reason why they're not showing gameplay is because they know the fact the fans might backlash the fact that it's just a shooter-based game and it's not a full-fledged Arkham-based, like a third-person Arkham-based game. That's why I think they're holding back on showing gameplay. I mean, it doesn't bother
I
me.
mean, they gotta show that shit eventually.
Yeah, because you know how the Arkham fan base are. Majority of kids these days, oh, the Suicide Squad game
I mean, they're
are
not
gonna be
kids
like
no
Arkham.
more though. That's the
They're
thing. It's
kids.
been 5 years
No, they're
since
kids.
Dirty
Arkham Knight.
fellas in the 30, dirty
No, I mean
fellas in their
kids.
30s and
Kids.
40s.
See, here's the thing.
Why
People that I've
has a shooter on?
you
Like,
see.
think about it. Think about this, Taladia. Let's say
hmm
Arkham Knight came out, bro. Let's say they're 15. They're 20 years old now, or they're
Yeah,
gonna be 21 next year.
but there's other people that I've come across in the Arkham community server, and they're basically kids. They're saying, "Oh, the Suicide Squad Killer Justice League will be like Arkham. You'll have the Arkham combat." I'm like, no, it
I
won't.
mean,
It will
those are
have.
Are you
kids,
sure
bro.
those kids are grown men?
No, they're kids.
They just act like
Yeah,
kids.
they're genuine kids under age of 18. Under 18. So I
Mhm.
classified them as
Fair enough.
kids. So they don't understand the fact that this game is a straight up shooter based, third person shooter based game, and that you'll have some like elements like Harley Quinn will have the grapple gun, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is shooter based. Like what's that game called? That had that elements of
There's Overwatch. There's Valorant. There's CS:GO. There's Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay, is
There's,
that third person or first? Right? It's
I think
third,
he's
right?
saying first.
Oh, third. Wait, first?
Oh, it's
hold
first.
on, let me see. I can look online.
Yeah, you were saying. I was telling me it was first.
Yeah, it was
Like, you don't see
Wouldn't
your
that,
character.
wouldn't that shit be crazy if it was like a Back for Blood fucking zombie?
Man, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that'd be
like
crazy.
it's like I'm looking online right now.
First
Oh,
And
person
forgot
is
that
like you
that
don't
was
see
another
your
game I was
character.
playing. Oh shit.
Third would be you see your character. Batman would be like in third person. Call of Duty's first person.
okay, there's no confirmation of this first or third, but it does tell you that the game is it's 1 to 4 player co-op, and it's strictly only in Metropolis. No Gotham, no Keystone City, none of that. And it's only stuck to four characters, which is Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and Jock. So
Oh,
yeah, that's what it says on the UK game website.
yeah.
And just like going on to their website, Suicide Squad Killing Justice League. Um, yeah, it's straight up. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be like Arkham. Just expect it to be like that. It's not gonna be like Arkham where you'll get to drive the
Yeah, but
Batmobile.
it's gonna be a different type of game. That's
It's
basically the
yeah,
case. All
it's
right.
gonna be a different type of game, and expect this game. I think this game might do okay. I think.
Cool.
I really think so. I really think that this game might do okay.
We just have
Um,
to see what the fuck it is first.
But
How
it's
it
definitely a
plays.
rated
yeah,
R game. Or I
yeah,
mean,
it's just
why say
rated,
R? Rated
rated,
M.
rated M mature. I think it's gonna be an 18 rated game. Gotham Knights though isn't gonna be. That's rated 16, and I've seen it on the internet recently. Um, do I think that Rocksteady could use this as a launching pad for a Justice League game? Possibly, possibly, but only time will tell after Suicide Squad is released.
Or just
So,
individual games from different Justice League members.
or individual games, but with the whole WB merger thing, that's a big question mark at the moment.
I mean,
With
there's
their
no
games,
questions. It just depends on Discovery, or is it Discover or Discovery? One or the other. I don't know how to like
yeah, it's
what the company is.
the game's Discovery division. Basically,
It
there's no
depends on them, like in
confirmation.
terms of budget and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no confirmation if like what studio's been sold off. But my guesses are they're trying to get these two games pushed out for 2022, which is Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, and then after that, it's a big question mark on what we'll get. Like there was no Injustice 3 this year announcement, and it's like very very concerning. Like DC needs to start putting out more games. They're falling behind and letting Marvel, you know, show off their big guns. Like we're getting a fucking Wolverine game for PlayStation
I
5.
mean, listen, man. Insomniac's on another level, though. Kind of hard to
Yeah,
compare the two
dude.
in terms of output and stuff.
But I mean, WB have got other studios though. Like surely, surely by now you could have had 5 or 6 different games easily. Marvel's have produced 8 games in the space of 5 years. That says everything, right? And this is on not only one studio, but this is like several different studios.
Yeah.
But like what DC fandom should have done for Suicide Squad Killer Justice, what they should have done is shown the gameplay and given us a release date.
Yeah, I think
Because
everyone
they,
wanted that.
Yeah.
because they didn't do that, I think fans are very angry at the studio. The fact that they're still waiting this long. But I think I know the reason why. It's basically because the fact that it's gonna get backlash. Some fans will like it, some fans will hate it. And the fans will hate it will have a big hoo-ha about it, or big, oh, this game sucks, it's only shooter based. This game isn't what it's supposed to be. And I disagree with them. I think this game will do well because of the story, and I honestly think that Sentinels. I think the reason why we got Suicide Squad over Justice League or even a Superman game is basically because Warner Brothers at the higher ups wanted to match up with the movie. That was straight up it. That's no questions asked, right? There's no sugarcoating the shit,
Oh yeah.
and that's why Warner Brothers have to start listening to the fans. The fans don't want, like, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm not big hyped up about Suicide Squad compared to Gotham Knights because the fact is, I know Suicide Squad will do good, but I know for a fact that Gotham Knights is a brand new different thing that we've never experienced before compared to Suicide Squad, where Suicide Squad is already an established universe and we already know some of these characters like Deadshot and Harley Quinn, right? And the fact is that I think the higher ups just won't listen and they'll be like, oh well, we'll follow the movies and we'll try and cop out everybody buying the games, and then we won't give them what they want. Which many people have been asking for a Superman game, many people have been asking for a Wonder Woman game, or even a Justice League game, and we haven't even got any of those. And it's crazy. I know it's like a mini rant, but it's like fucking hell. Like WB, please start listening to your fans. You had DC fandom coming, and you didn't do any of that.
I mean, they have something coming in the pipeline. It's probably just they're probably trying to shop for the right developers. Or if there is something coming, it's probably like pre-production, not they
The
don't
thing
even have a
is, like
logo made yet.
WB as a publisher doesn't have that many studios to give
Mhm.
out their IPs, and if they are, they're not that talented when it comes to, let's say, Rocksteady.
Yeah,
mean,
so it's
Rocksteady's
like
output is nowhere near the level of Insomniac, so I don't think it's really
yeah.
fair. Now, I can agree when you say Rocksteady takes a long time to make games now because it's 2015, Arkham Knight was released, and in 2022, then they finally released a game. Yeah, I can agree that's a long ass wait time.
Yeah.
it's like, but like it's even though it's like a long ass time, but like WB Montreal rumored to have a second game in development right now, which is rumored to be Superman, which is been rumored for many fucking years, and like if Rocksteady are indeed planning for something else after Suicide Squad, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a team-based game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So only time will tell though. But like I said, I do think Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will do well in terms of when that's released, but I think that's going to be a holiday 2022. I don't think it's going to be a
All
summer.
right, I gotta ask before we go to Alicia's opinion. Do you
Yeah.
think that Gotham Knights will ever have a chance of beating Spider-Man sales?
Who? Oh, me?
No,
No, I'm
no,
talking in general. Like we
Oh
can.
no. Oh,
no.
no.
I don't think it'll beat the sales just purely because the fact that the Spider-Man sales were on a different scale, and that's a different. It was on a different territory, right? And don't forget, this game is an RPG game. It's not a Spider-Man, which is an action adventure game, which
Mm-hmm.
isn't heavily RPG. That was like that was like soft RPG. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's the best a good example, right? And the
Mhm.
fact that this is not like Insomniac knows that the Spider-Man franchise is in good, they're doing great with that. Whereas Gotham Knights, they've been trying to get this game out for like nearly 7 fucking years, and well, not 7 years, almost over a decade, almost yeah, just under a decade, I should say, since
Mhm.
2013. It's like what the hell? It's like you know,
But
but
honestly,
I
ain't no way that they're gonna beat.
No.
no
It's
no,
that's
I don't
not it's
think so
not
too.
fair. Spider-Man is more popular,
Yeah,
and
Spider-Man
the
is more
Arkham.
popular. Go
I'm
on.
looking now. Arkham City only sold 12 million. It
Yeah,
ain't
Arkham City is
reaching
the
20
highest in
million.
terms of before
Sales.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. So it's not reaching no 20 million like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No,
It's
and
just
don't forget, this
not
is
just
just
it's not.
But that's the thing. It's
even
like when Insomniac made a good Spider-Man game, it finally Spider-Man just outshot and beat Batman, whereas like the other old Spider-Man games never
didn't.
came close to Insomniac's
Yeah,
amount sold. And that those Spider-Man games were like multi-platform too, which is like a thing
mhm.
to know as well.
But you gotta remember though, this Gotham Knights game I think, is setting up a whole new universe,
I
right?
I don't even know if they are, bro. We're gonna have like 2 different universes. It's gonna be.
But don't forget, that's what they're doing also in the movie side. They're doing setting up different multiverses. So I think
I guess, but
they're doing the exact same thing in the
the thing
games.
is, it's like they don't have a big enough output to like get people. I feel invested.
I think the reason why it's not, as hyped up as what people want it to be, it's basically because it's only like, the side characters are not the main Batman, which is many people want the main Batman, but like I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna get Batman to be in
Dude,
the.
he's gonna be in the game.
Obviously, he's
He's
not
gonna be
dead.
very
Yeah,
much in like
Alive.
Captain
Yeah.
America with the Avengers game. He's gonna show up at the end.
Yeah, I think he's gonna show up at the end, but I don't think that he'll be playable.
I think he
Like,
will be at the end.
you think he'll be playable?
At the end.
Okay, at the end. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, I mean, they got two different voice actors um, for Batman. That is something I can tell you. And the fact that, yeah, I don't think it'll make as much, money as Spider-Man, just purely on the basis
Or
of the
even
fact that
Arkham City. I really don't think
well,
so.
I don't think so too. What is it? It's side characters getting the spotlight, and like I know some fans were asking for a Bat Family game, and you're getting a Bat Family game. And this is what you're getting, so you're gonna get that. Whereas other people wanted something else, like Superman or Justice League, and didn't even get that. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see though, like in terms of how many people buy the game. But I know I'll be picking the game up just purely because I'll be able to play it on old gen, and once I get next gen, I'll be able to play it as well for next gen.
All right. What about you, Alicia? What do you think about that Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady?
I'm sorry, I didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it. This
No,
man
bro.
came unprepared.
Bro, if they don't show gameplay, what do I care for?
I mean,
Like, I don't care.
disagree.
I don't care.
But all I
don't
gotta say,
care.
man, Bless did his homework. Bless came
Oh,
in,
he definitely
crammed
did.
that shit in before the test came.
Bro, I've been sick.
At least you
Bro,
could have been.
I've been sick in
least-
more ways than one. All right.
At least you could have spent 10 minutes watching that shit before you even started. We were
Yes,
sitting in
sir.
the motherfucker
That's
for
what
like
I
15,
was-
20 minutes.
Bro. I've been sick. I've been doing my home remedies.
Motherfucker, you're here now. What the fuck?
I'm paying attention to the podcast. I can't multitask. I can't do that.
Definitely.
Bro,
I'm
I'm saying
keep on-
before we started, when Red Hood was trying to set up the podcast, we were sitting here for 20 minutes. You could have booted that shit up. I watched it before the podcast.
Hey man, look, until they show gameplay,
watch
and
this
then
shit.
let me know. Let me know when they show
Oh,
gameplay.
man.
All right.
Bro,
No
at least,
excuse.
Let me know.
seriously,
Let me know.
seriously, at least, like, you should check out the trailer. Like the graphics on the, like it is in-game footage. That is something I can tell you. There's no questions asked. That is in-game.
I'm not denying that. I'm just like I need to see gameplay and release date. It's not just with DC. Like I don't really watch trailers until I just watch one gameplay trailer and the release date. That's all I need. Like I don't.
I
really
guarantee you're
I
gonna
don't-
watch that
you know-
Persona 6, and it ain't gonna show no gameplay, and you gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Would I don't know. We'll
Yes,
see.
you are. Bullshit.
No, but
Bullshit.
I don't know.
Yeah. Come on now.
Come on, lay off
Yeah,
it.
yeah. At least you know you watching that Persona 6. And
I don't know what you're
damn
talking. I don't know
well
what you're talking.
there's
I don't know
not
what you're
gonna be
talking
no
about.
gameplay. It's gonna be the anime cutscenes like they always do with their fucking reveals.
Definitely gonna watch that shit. You already know it, bro.
I already know Persona 6 is coming. All right, like we all know that. So like,
Mhm.
what's the point of watching the trailer?
But you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I
Uh-huh.
will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who knows?
We all know you are, but whatever.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick thing before Batman movie trailer. Black Adam, cool. Not much to say. Getting shot at, The Rock, whatever. Flash, cool. Michael Keaton was narrating the trailer. Batman, Michael Keaton's version with the Flash and Supergirl in it. Not much really to talk about. And seeing Flash's new suit with the ring, cool.
Wait, sorry. Are they using the Flash movie to like retcon the DC universe?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what else?
You,
Shazam. Actually, they barely showed anything
you
with that. There was just like
there was
stunt
supposed
work.
to be like here's the thing with DC fandom guys, the fact is they cut a lot of things for the event. So like we were supposed to get panels for the Flash, for Shazam. We didn't even get those two panels, but I know China did, and they talked about a lot of things in those interviews. So, there's a lot you missed in terms of
Yeah.
that.
I think that's really
The
it. I
Injustice,
mean, do you have anything else to say, Talati, when it comes to those three before the
uh,
Batman?
there's the Injustice stuff, which I'll say was why the hell promote that shit? Like, come on, NetherRealm, come on, DC. You know that shit flopped. IGN reviewed it and gave it a fucking 4 out of 10. And you're expecting people to buy the shit after seeing IGN's review? Hell to the
Well, to
no.
be fair, I don't feel like anyone's watching IGN's movies reviews at all. Personally,
True, true.
I,
I
I'm
feel
not.
like people are gonna watch
I'm not.
YouTube movie reviewers instead of like an IGN movie review. Just saying. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, but there is other movie reviewers that are saying that um I said that it's a bad movie overall. All things cramped into one. And I was just like they could have done year one straight off the bat and done like 5 years into 5 1 hour movies or 5 1.5 hour movies, right? So you have 5 different movies, 5 years, and they could all lead up to being like the comics 1 to 1 to the comics essentially. But they never did that. They cut a lot of things out, and spoiler alert, they killed a lot of the characters in this movie that you guys might be surprised about. And the fact is that honestly, I wouldn't even recommend you guys watching it. The only cool thing that they had was the Superman theme tune, which was retrospective to the old animated movie universe from 2007. But other than that, yeah, I have to say that Injustice sucked at DC fandom.
All right.
Man, it's this stain in his heart.
Cool. So I guess we're going into the Batman trailer, the big draw for DC fandom, and Matt Reeves, of course, directing it. And what can I say? I can say that if you guys saw my reaction, I say check it out. You know, shameless plug right there. But I could say this for the trailer was so good. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, I think, was spot on. Like she was great in it.
She was there for 2 seconds. You just saying she great
All I
because she
need.
looked bad.
That's
she
what all-
just
that's-
she looked good. That's all you cared about.
No,
That's
dude,
how
she was
long
great in the role. Come on, now.
Bro, that's how
Great
long
in the
I'll last
role.
with her.
She ran off a roof and
That was great,
and
dog.
was doing and was looking cute. That's it.
That was great.
Bro,
What a great yo 10 IGN 10 out of 10. What a great actor. Amazing.
Amazing, man. 10 out of 10. But
that's
no,
about how long I'll last with her, so it's fine. 2
uh,
seconds is fine.
But like I say, dude, the score for the trailer was really good. Michael, I always butchered his last name. He did Spider-Man scores for the MCU. He did the Planet of the Apes scores as well. The soundtracks for those movies. Loved the soundtracks in those movies. For War and Dawn especially, and the score nonetheless. I think he's like, as a composer, is literally getting up there with, almost getting there with Hans Zimmer, almost. But yeah, the cinematography, the composition was really good, and then the fight scenes, from what we saw in the trailer, was good. And one of the problems I had with Nolan's films was the choreographed fight scenes were just bad. Like, I love the Nolan films, but I can always tell you that the fight scenes are not that great. I think Batman Begins, when it came to the sword fight between Bruce and Ra's, was probably the best. And like I said, I thought it was really well put together trailer. The hype is there, coming out March 4th. And yeah, I think literally waiting to the end through all that shit and going into it, it was really good. And Robert Pattinson's Batman voice was great as well. He's not doing the whole Christian Bale, like, where is she? Like, stuff like that. He's actually having a distinct voice. And not the, like, literally, Batman just smokes 16 packs of cigarettes and he's literally just, like, dying when talking. So, but overall, you know, very, very hyped for the trailer, for this movie. What about you, Blessed?
I thought it was cool. Honestly, though, Robert Pattinson as emo Batman, that shit was kind of funny. I don't know. I need to watch the full movie. I can't take this man serious. He just looks funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But the music was good for the trailer. The combat, I mean, he looked real small. So I mean, as a Batman, I mean he has to fight like some small fellas. So the combat choreography looked fine. Or choreography. Is that choreo? I don't know. But yeah, it looked fine. I'm gonna see what's up. I'm not. It doesn't make me super excited. It looks okay. It was cool.
All right. What about you, Taladia?
I really enjoyed the trailer. I think that the trailer really lived up to what expectations are. I can't wait till March the 4th, which comes out, and Robert Pattinson voice really killed it. Um, I think that I was very intrigued to find out why we didn't get to see the Riddler, like the face of the Riddler. That really interests me because it kept him as a mystery, right? But everything else was just like great. Like even the Batmobile breaking through the wall, like wow. A normal car wouldn't be able to do that. Like that was
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's the point of the Batmobile, though.
But then don't forget, this ain't no fucking tumbler. This is not a fucking tumbler. The tumbler was able to break through the walls.
He's still
This-
Bruce Wayne though. He still knows what
I
he's
mean, he
doing.
still needs to have a car that's like you don't just like rear end a Camry and just like, oh well,
A
I'm done
95
I'm done for the
Corolla.
week.
A 95
I'm done for the
Corolla.
week. Yeah, like you can't just rear end a coupe real quick and just be like, all right, well, the bad guys are getting away. It's like, come on now. He has to have some type of sturdy vehicle.
Yeah.
Unless he's just gonna be perfectly driving and dodging bullets and stuff, you know.
All right. Cool. I'm guessing you didn't see the trailer, Leash?
I actually did watch the trailer.
Wow, I'm
because
shocked.
I
Actually.
don't need
am
to see
literally-
gameplay for
I
a
am
movie,
literally
sir.
shocked.
I don't need to see gameplay for a movie, sir. It's
Oh
a
my gosh.
game.
I mean, there was gameplay.
hey, man. Movie looks good. Can't wait to see it. That's all I gotta say.
Cool. Overall, before we switch topics, let viewers know this film is supposed to be a detective noir style film as well. So, actually going into the psyche of Batman, as well as doing actual detective work, which a lot of these films don't present at all.
Oh yeah, they don't.
So, gonna be glad about that. So, and from also, the movie is supposed to be around 3 hours long. This is what people said from the screenings that they've seen the movie, and they really
that's
enjoyed
cool.
it. And
That's dope.
Riddler is also supposed to be a Jigsaw type of character in this movie as well. So, yeah, really good, and can't wait. March 4th. Let's go. All right, let's talk about, I guess, Nintendo. And some bullshit that they did, and I called it in a couple episodes ago that Nintendo would increase their online services, and I said it was going to be charged $20 or more, and they did that. They literally did
Fucking
that.
crazy.
And my thing is, like, a lot of people want to give PlayStation and Xbox shit for Xbox increasing the price and PlayStation for taking like down the PS3 store. But the thing is, a couple days later or like a day later, both these companies reversed their decisions. Nintendo hasn't done none of that. None of it.
Reversing decisions, never from the they have never reversed a decision on anything.
I think the last time they did
On
was
anything.
it was cloud storage and the Switch games online, like the free games, because it was supposed to be that once your subscription ended, your cloud was only gone. But then they changed it to where you have like 30 days or something to like get your storage before it's terminated. And then for they changed that.
Shit.
Yeah, they changed. And then for the Switch Online games, like the NES stuff, those were supposed to be like cycling. Like you would lose them when your subscription. Sorry, you would lose them the next month. Then they reversed on that too. So that's the last time.
Was that due to public outcry? Did they actually give a response?
Yeah, that was the last time I remember of them reversing any type of decision that they made. That was at the beginning of the Switch life cycle too. That's last time.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was last time. But
$50, by the way.
No messaging.
150% increase.
You still can't message people on there.
Or party chat.
150%.
Party chat either.
No,
that's crazy to me.
But
no trophies.
Yeah.
The only thing I wonder is if it's just a tier, right? You don't have to buy that tier.
You do not have to buy. No, you don't.
Yeah.
But
it's only if you want those extra games.
yes. But you know damn well when they get the Game Boy and the GameCube and all stuff like that, right? That they're gonna increase it even more.
Like $100, $100.
Dude, I believe it.
It's gonna be it's gonna hit the Wii generation. It's gonna be 100 beans, bro.
$150, bro. Fuck it.
120, bro.
And what's
That's
crazy
fucked
is
up.
like a lot of the Nintendo stands did not care.
Of course they don't. They don't play online. They barely have friends. Barely go outside, bro.
Like that's crazy to me.
What I don't understand, it's like, all right, so they got N64 games in there. They got so it's N64 games. They got Sega Genesis, and then they were like, "Damn, is this shit worth $30? Let's throw in some Animal Crossing DLC." Who the huh?
Yeah,
Bro, who's playing Animal? Why would you throw an Animal Crossing deal? What the fuck is this? That is hilarious, bro. I don't. What like? Who expands their online service and throws in DLC for one game? Nobody but Nintendo. They're like, bro, man. It's like, yo, this is gonna get them over. This is gonna get them over the moon. This is gonna get the Animal Crossing fellas. That's basically it. It's gonna get no one besides the Animal Crossing fellas. Though the games that they added like what, 10 N64 games,
yeah.
And like 10 Sega Genesis. For $30 more, like, this is why. And I saw some people were defending it. This is why, or not even defending it, just like letting it be. It's like if you let this be, you're like, oh, I don't care, it's fine. I fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, fuck you, dog. You're a Nintendo fan. This is not good, bro. This is not cool. This is insanity. Like, what the fuck? You should if you're a Nintendo fan, you should speak out about this, bro. This is crazy.
You know damn well none of these Nintendo stands are gonna say a word.
I don't like 23 games and DLC. $30 more a subscription.
It's fucking
How?
crazy. The fucking like old ass games, bro. And the Genesis, you could buy a Genesis like the collection they already have out there for a lot cheaper, and you're not tied to some dumb subscription service.
I don't.
Makes no sense.
I don't get it. Oh, Nintendo. But yeah, like $50. GameCube gonna come around, it's gonna be like 70 or 80, and then Wii is gonna be 100. No virtual console, no no purchasing games individually. So you just gotta fucking hold that. Only way
Yeah.
you getting that shit, just $50 up. Have fun. Oh, and they up the family pricing is $80 as well. So that's all.
Jeez.
It's like I think it's yeah, it should be the family if you're doing like that has like 4 or 5 people in it. It's like
Mhm.
$80. So
Yep. All right.
they're not gonna switch that.
I guess we can talk about the Kotaku article really quick when we're talking about Nintendo. And they put out like basically a promotion of Yuzu and how they like emulated Metroid Dread caused like quite a bit of controversy within the gaming community and I guess gaming journalism as a whole.
Mhm.
And I don't really have any type of I guess opinion on the matter of like, hey, emulate Metroid Dread, this and that. If you want to play on your PC, like me, it's like, hey man, there are options. You could decide if you want to do so. But when it comes to a gaming journalist, all I can say, man, is if you want to ruin relationships with said publisher, I mean, hey man, go for it. But I don't really got
And,
any two ways like opinion on it like that. So
and I counter and for all the Nintendo fellas that were all the people in the Twitter under that shit is going crazy like oh they're promoting pirating, oh they're promoting stealing games. Uh, I just I the fact that this there was a article that came out like a few days later. It was amazing. It said, hold on, can I bring that shit back up? Let me see. Basically, the point of the article was it was a ruling that piracy does not affect game sales. Because
oh
the
yeah, I
thing
know.
about
I don't disagree with that either because I know they said with Metroid Dread that it like outsold all the like other Metroid games or something like that.
yeah,
The mainline
it's
Metroid games.
outsold every other Metroid game, or it's fastest selling Metroid
Yeah,
game, and it
outpacing
outsold
it and
one
stuff.
one of the one of the previous Metroid games already. But yeah, so it's like they ruled basically that piracy doesn't affect game sales because the thing about piracy, if you were gonna pirate something, did you have any intention on purchasing in the first place? And they can't prove that. Yeah, this is it. The EU suppressed. Let me see this. The EU suppressed a 300-page study that found piracy doesn't harm sales. Because if you weren't planning on buying something in the first place, you most likely weren't going to. It doesn't matter if it's free via piracy or not. If you weren't going to purchase something, you were never going to purchase it. Um, and there are people that actually pirate games and then get into
Yeah, and
series
then
and
go
actually
buy it. Yeah,
buy the actual games. Like
yeah, a
I've
lot of people.
pirated games and I've actually purchased those games after I've pirated them. Hollow Knight, for example. Um, but yeah, so it's like people were going fucking crazy on Twitter though. That shit was honestly hilarious. And then the Kotaku did a fucking edit of the article. It's like, hey, Nintendo lawyers, hey, chill out. But yeah, we ain't taking back what we said though. Yuzu was still fire though, but yeah, fall back. That was amazing though. That shit was pretty funny.
Yep. All right. What about you, Alish? Like any opinions on the Kotaku article that they put up?
I mean, like I don't know why they chose Metroid of all time. I guess because it ran really well like day one. I guess
It
that's why
came
they
out.
chose.
It
It
came out
was
It
like
like
came out
earlier
before.
before the
It
game came
came
out.
out 5 early.
yeah, and it's
I was
like
playing it.
it was like right away. It was already like playable at a really good state. So maybe that's why they chose that game to showcase the fucking Switch piracy, but I agree. Like, I don't think piracy contributes to negatively to game sales because the people who are gonna pirate the game, like especially like the sort of things you have to do in order to pirate your Switch or get a PC version with a rig powerful enough to run it at a stable state, like it's a very small minute of people, and then an even smaller minute of people who are willing to pirate and not buy the game when they weren't going to buy it in the first place. I wasn't going to buy the game in the first place. That game is like $85 after taxes. Like, it's way too expensive for me, so I'm not going to buy it anyways. And it's just like, yeah, and it's just like, I mean, for me, the appeal of Metroid is like, I like shooter Metroidvanias. I feel like a lot of the indie Metroidvanias are like very melee based, which is fun, but like it just gets kind of stale for me sometimes. So like I don't think it's a problem, and it's already outsold. Like it's already doing really well sales wise, and if like it already outsold Samus Returns, and they made another 2D Metroid game off of those sales. So like, yeah, it's gonna get another fucking game. Like if like you know what I mean. Like so
people are on Twitter like, oh no, it's not gonna get a sequel because people are pirating the game.
Yeah,
nah, it's gonna get a sequel.
Yeah, it's it's like if they revived a game, like because that game was supposed to go, at least the story was rumored that long ago. Like they fucking dug up that story after 50 years after seeing Samus Return sell on a dead system. So like yeah, they're gonna fucking make another one. Like of course they will. So it's dumb.
What got me is like people still haven't realized Nintendo has one of the they have the most hackable systems of all
absolutely.
three of the fucking companies.
Absolutely.
Every one of their systems have been like hackable.
Yeah.
Or have been hackable like early on where you could just pirate games. Yet Nintendo sells 20, 30 million copies of games. It doesn't matter. Even for their smaller games, like what? ARMS sold like what? 3 million for a trash fighting game, dog? A silly fighting game, 3 million. Snipper clips, like what? 1 million. Like they buy games regardless. Like piracy doesn't affect sales like people think it does.
Especially when you have to go through so many hurdles to fucking get piracy working. Like some people aren't gonna put up with that shit, no matter how enticing it may be.
Yeah.
In the long run. So it's just like it's yeah.
If you truly think about it, if piracy really hurt Nintendo sales like that, wouldn't you think that they would put more effort into like making their fucking hardware not as hackable?
I think they do this.
The Switch was hackable like day one.
I think
Nintendo don't fucking care.
I think they do, but they're just dumb. Like that's all they're like. They're just stupid. Like I think they're not capable of making a system that doesn't hack. Because they don't look at their online. They don't want to use conventional modern standards for their online. They're using for their hardware. So like I think they're just stupid.
Do they haven't? They probably all their games are probably peer to peer, right? Like they don't know what a server is.
I don't think they're dedicated servers. Yeah, I could be wrong on that. Yeah, I don't think Smash is. Like fucking Nickelodeon Fighters is better.
Smash definitely not dedicated to servers.
Yeah.
I don't know about like Splatoon, but I know like Mario Kart is like peer to peer and shit like that. So yeah, Nintendo they live back in like 1980s still. So what like maybe one day they'll actually figure out how to not make a hackable system.
Yep.
And then their sales will change by like 1%, maybe. I mean, it depends on what fucking system it is. If they make another Wii U, their sales are gonna go in the trash. But I mean, if they make another Switch, it goes from 30 million sales to 31.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So
agreed. All right, so I guess we can now go into Elden Ring real quick. Elden Ring has been delayed, and there's going to be a tech test. I believe, is it next month or December? I forgot. I think it's December. I could be wrong. But it got delayed a month, so now we got Elden Ring in February, Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West. I think there's another game I'm completely forgetting, but we get the gist. Very crowded February month.
Mm.
So, any thoughts?
I'm only gonna buy I'm gonna buy Dying Light, and I'm gonna buy the PS4 version of Horizon. That's about. I mean, I don't, I don't know about Elden Ring, bro. I was excited, but it's just like more Dark Souls with a jump button.
Everyone's saying
It's
that.
not very entertaining.
Damn.
It's not very entertaining to me. I didn't like the previous I don't play Dark Souls because I don't like it being slow. So if it's more slow but jump button Dark Souls, I don't probably not gonna buy it.
Agreed.
So and there's 2 weeks before Horizon for Dying Light for me to beat that shit. So it's a long fucking time.
Yep.
Should be good.
Yeah, I agree with I agree with Bless. I've never liked traditional Souls game. I don't like the defenses. I like the more offensive heavy from software games. So if it's offensive heavy, then if it's not offensive heavy, then it's a pass. Simple as that.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So the next thing is Xbox mini fridge. All I can say is cool. Xbox is having a mini fridge, and yeah. Any
already-
thoughts on
already
Xbox mini
sold
fridge?
out.
They got review bombed.
mean, Yeah, that.
They probably got
I'm not
review bombs
surprised
because
about
they got
that.
sold out.
Yep.
They already got scalpers on that shit.
Oh my gosh, scalpers! Fucking hell. I hope that no one really
They're
tries
just
to
taking everything.
buy that because of.
I saw it for 300. How much does it cost to buy it?
What the fuck?
I think it's being sold for 100. The
They-
original price.
They put it 3 times the price.
Oh my god.
A mini
Buddy.
fridge. I'll be like, bro, I just buy a regular mini fridge.
That's crazy. But Smooth might have to get the scalper version, bro. You already know.
Oh man, if Smooth really does. Whatever.
Gotta get that new hotness, man. The new mini fridge, that new hotness.
True.
Uh,
Battlefield has also got delayed. It's to November, and we did
Should've
get
gone further.
a beta. Overall, I think gunplay feels good. Can't really speak to classes because I didn't really play a lot of classes. I did experience some bugs. One is like reviving. Like sometimes I wasn't able to revive people. And as well as when you're in a like helicraft or like and you're like on the side in a helicopter mowing people down, then like to the left of you you'll see the pilot like glitching out to the left or something like that.
Mhm.
But I can only speak to what I was also playing on a PC 3080. I was playing 1440p at medium to high settings, so I was getting like over like 80 to 100, maybe a little bit like above 100. So that's like the range. So, but like I thought it was fun, but I do think it needs to be delayed for more polishing. I heard that the console versions are worse than the PC versions, and if that's the case, that's a big yikes.
It's more stable in frame rate because the PC version has more stuttering.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was the worst part of. Honestly, like you can do whatever the fuck you want in terms of bugs. I'm used to it. I played Rainbow Six Siege for 2,000 plus hours. But when the game is stuttering, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they gotta fix that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there was a lot of problems. There is a lot of problems with the game. Fundamental problems like the fucking UI kind of is fucking terrible. The scoreboard system doesn't exist. That there basically is no scoreboard. Marking is kind of not consistent. I don't know. I watched the Actman video, and he does make a lot of points with the problems with the parachuting. That's a lot of like a bug shit versions of shit, which is I don't really care about most of that, but it is a problem that should be fixed, of course. But like the more fundamental things, like the UI and like the what's with the specialists and the score system is a very big thing that I noticed that there was no points, but I didn't like notice it. I was just playing the game. And that's probably one reason that people say, "Oh, it doesn't feel like Battlefield," is because of that. If the satisfaction from killing people is not that high. Like it's a cool sound if like you get a headshot, but like it's not consistent. Battlefield 1 sound effects when you kill people were very much more satisfying. Battlefield 4 didn't really have any like special sound effects for say killing people, but the score system was a big part of like I did something cool. I got 1,000 points doing something. I feel accomplished. It's definitely missing that for sure. And the specialist system is kind of fucked because visibility on characters is bad. You just they don't have a US character and a Japanese character or a Russian character. They're all playing the same people. So this was definitely meant to be like a battle royale originally. They were like, "Oh, halfway through they were like, "Oh shit, let's make it a regular Battlefield instead of a battle royale." But gunplay is good though.
Yeah, it is. Like it feels satisfying killing somebody.
It's good, but it could be better. But because of the score system. But
Yeah.
and also the sound effects. The sound in the game is honestly it was fucking terrible. I tried out different sound presets. War Tapes is the only one that felt somewhat satisfying because it was like more dynamic. It was just more dynamic, I guess. That's basically it. But they would need to do a rehaul on that sound design because it was kind of fucked. But would you played Alicia? Oh,
I honestly,
Awesome.
I tried. No, I tried to, but that was around the time I was going back home, so I really couldn't play it to the extent that I wanted to. Um, my only thing is, I mean, like, it just seems like a consistent theme of Battlefield games just doing well, and I feel like they need this to get out of the park. Sorry, they hit this one out of the park because like Battlefield at its lowest point, just popularity wise, especially now the market's a lot more saturated than before. Um, so I don't know, man. Like, it's just sad that this game is looking really buggy and really messy. What I will say, I think the lack of might be because they want to sell a lot of skins and shit, and they can't really like have skins tied to different factions that might like they will because people want to use their skins no matter what faction they have. So maybe the lack of factions is like a way of them being like, oh, you can use whatever skin you want. Which because now that I think about it, more and more games factions as they used to, like back in the PS3 and 360 generation. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and the complete removal of like squad based shit. I was that wasn't even in that guy's video, but like that shit is that's a big yikes.
I
No
think
no squad based shit. Like there's no score point. There's no points. So there's no objective. There's no incentive to do shit for your squad. And there's no tactical comments either. Like
yeah.
uh so I can't ask somebody to give me medkit or I
Do you
don't know.
think
I
do you
don't know
think
what the fuck
people
they're
will
doing.
play do you think people will play Portal like over time
Oh,
more than
100
the
no
base
no no
game?
100%. Everyone's gonna be in Portal. After give it a month. Everyone's gonna be in Portal.
Okay.
100%. Literally 100%. Like I'm gonna try out 2042's content, but I'm gonna be like, bet, all right, no, all right, back Portal, Battlefield 3 up. Like, that's just where it's gonna be at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just because people, that orbital map is supposed to be a medium-sized map, so it's like, how the fuck is that medium and like it's so large? Everything is disconnected from each other. Most of the 99% of the time I was playing it, it didn't feel like 128 people playing. There's only one time that I can think of in my head where it felt like 100, like a large amount of people, because it was a large group of people moving from one point to another, fighting a large group of people. That was like the only time. Like every other time, it's usually like I get maybe I'm playing by or running by myself, or it's like one person with me running to a different objective, and then it's like a couple of people at this objective because it's kind of on the outskirts. It's not in the middle. No. They I don't know what the fuck going on. I mean, I'm still gonna play that shit, but
I mean, you pre-ordered it. You have no choice.
oh yeah.
I
I can't. I mean, I can't.
Day one.
I can't refund the key. So there's that.
Yep, you're day one in there.
Let's see how good it is after a while, though. I mean, honestly, as long as the performance is like not terrible at launch, I'm gonna play it. The only thing that fucks me up is the performance. That's the main reason I was mad at Halo 2. Halo had a lot of like fucking problems with the settings, like just breaking and shit. Like the game is breaking, but like the biggest problem is that shit was ass in performance until I figured out how to fix it, and then I was like, all right, I like this game a lot now. So,
cool. Trying to see if we have any other topics for video game news. If not, we
Back 4
might...
Blood came out, and I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that shit.
No one talked about that game.
Yeah. It came
But
out,
that
right?
shit's doing numbers on Steam though.
Is it?
Yeah, it does. Yes.
Because
It
that's,
was like 40K.
40. I mean, that's good for it because like I don't think anyone on my Steam friend list bought the game.
Game Pass up, bro. I got that shit on Game Pass.
Dude, I'm just gonna wait for a sale on that game.
I was gonna buy it, but I was like, fuck it, Game Pass. I don't know. And trying Game Pass again. I mean, it's definitely a good game. And I didn't realize it before, but there's checkpoints. Like there's multiple checkpoints in terms of missions. It's not just the story missions, like when you're loading it, it'll have segmented of like Act 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's checkpoints within those. There's different missions that you could go to as a checkpoint within those. So say if you wipe in a run, you could just go to that checkpoint. I didn't realize that in the beginning, but I've been trying to. The biggest problem with Back 4 Blood is, well, actually no, there's a bunch. I mean, the biggest problem would probably be content. How many people are gonna want to play this a month from now? But the other big problem is the difficulty is like kind of fucking broken. Easy mode is way too fucking easy. Normal is harder than it was in the beta. They made it fucking harder, and I don't know why. They made it harder
too.
They made it harder, and it's just like it's kind of like a grind on normal. It shouldn't be a grind on normal. Like before, it was like perfect. Beta wise, on the beta, I was like, yo, this is hard, but like after a while, it felt right. Right now, this shit just feels ridiculous because what they did is they tried to balance it by lessening the amount of like regular zombies, but the amount of special zombies on the screen is like doubled. So it's like, what the fuck is happening? You'll fight like two big armed people. I forgot the fucking name of the guy. There's like two big armed people where he has a weak spot on his arm or on like his top of his shoulder, but he hides it. And there's two of them. And like, there's a lot of these maps, there's not like a lot of ways to go. Like, I mean, usually like they'll spawn in like unfortunate situation where like it's like a one hallway or one corridor. It's like, how the fuck are we gonna kill it quickly and there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
All they're gonna do is just like grab me, do massive damage. I don't know. It's they fucked up with the balancing of that shit. In hard mode, don't even get me started. I haven't even tried it. Hard mode on beta was hard, so I don't know. No one. I don't think anyone has ever even completed it yet.
Did they confirm if they're gonna like have that mod support like Left 4 Dead did, or it's still gonna be fully online for the foreseeable future?
They haven't. I haven't heard a word on it, but yeah, the with the single player shit where it's like, oh, the single player mode is kind of like a trial, or not even it's like a training mode. You don't get any achievements and shit, and everything is
Damn.
unlocked for you. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. Also, the bots are terrible. The only thing good about the bots is they give you free ammo. That's about it. In
When
terms of
they
damage
die.
of what they do, is they're fucking retarded. They're kind of pointless. But they give you free ammo though. That's cool.
Yeah.
In some situations, I rather have 2 people I know in a random or in a bot than a random. So, just for the ammo, honestly, the ammo does come in handy. But I don't know, man. The game is fun, but I don't. Lasting power, they need mods. They need.
Exactly.
They need what do you call it?
A roadmap too.
What was the Steam shit? The community or
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the official terminology for it.
yeah,
The Steam is it Workshop?
the Steam Workshop. Yeah, they
Yeah.
need that shit.
Okay. It just came to me. I was like, well, is it Workshop?
They need that custom content because man, I mean this shit it's fun. I'm only like I'm only on Act 2 on normal, but I mean that's just because people, getting 4 people to play at the same time. You need everyone got different time schedules and shit. So there's that. But it's fun so far though. I don't know if it'll be worth $60 by the end of like me playing it, but Game Pass up. That's all I can say.
Yeah. We got some news from Ubisoft, kind of like is a rumor or is a leak, but it's regarding Splinter Cell coming back. And if this is true, I don't think anyone should be excited because of current Ubisoft right now. Currently, it's not the Ubisoft you want to make a Splinter Cell game.
Yep.
Because they could add some RPG elements to this.
Radio towers.
They could add an
basic
open
camps.
world, radio towers, a map that has a whole bunch of like symbols and
Outpost,
tags,
Get the
RPG elements. So you have like a freaking gun that you could be like, all right, man, I'm stealthing this. I'm lining up this headshot, and the dude like gets a headshot, and the dude's not dead yet. It's like, wait, what? It's like, oh man, he's over leveled, bro.
You need the pink pistol. You need that pink M1911 silence, bro. What the fuck you doing? You need the rare gun to do a one-shot headshot. Man, I don't give a fuck until they actually show it, man. I don't believe these rumors. They've been having the same fucking rumors for 10 years. I don't believe this shit until it actually happens. All I'm gonna say.
Dude, I know someone who works at Ubisoft. I tell this to my friend I work at that. I know that works at Ubisoft. I'm like, I don't care about their games at all.
What does he say? What does your friend say? What does your friend say?
I just don't care about.
I mean, she's not a gamer. She just works there. And then like one time she was like, "Yo, I can like get you like any game you want for free, like Ubisoft game."
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Dude,
good.
dude, I legit looked.
I never
updated her again on that.
Damn.
I looked.
No, I don't need that, Chief.
You're like, nah, Chief.
I appreciate it.
You can hold that.
I appreciate the offer, but I had nothing. I had nothing for her.
That's funny.
Amazing. Bruh, I don't know, man. The last Fire single player game from them that was made from an internal studio that I played was like Rayman Origins, bro. Or Legends.
Huh. Okay.
That was like the last one.
Ubisoft
I can't think of any other single player game from them
was
that was
Origins
fire.
for me.
South Park, but I don't think that wasn't internal, right?
No,
Oh,
so
I
the
forgot
first South Park was
but that's not
Obsidian,
internal.
but
Yeah,
the
that's
second
not-
one was Ubisoft themselves, I believe.
Okay, I like the second one more personally.
What?
Yeah, the first one was I don't know, first one was good, but the first one was too easy. Like even on hard, it was really easy.
I feel
I
like
like
a lot of the people's opinions is like
Yeah, I like
Like,
the first one more.
opposites to yours. A lot of people are
Yeah.
like they like the first one more than they did the
Yeah.
second one.
That happened. I mean, I tend to be like with a lot of things, so it's just personal. I mean, but like I can see why people like the first one more, but I like the gameplay of the second one a lot more. So
All right.
I don't know.
I think. Oh, this is gonna be, I guess, the last topic to kind of close off. It's another rumor. And I forgot how I found it, but Moore's Law is dead. But now he had sources, and I discussed this earlier. But supposedly they're gonna stop not altogether production, but kind of like have it to where the market's gonna be at an all-time high for these GPUs to increase in terms of street pricing. And what NVIDIA is trying to persuade their partners of EVGA, Asus, all of them, to also increase their pricing. So once they have like a huge stock full, that they'll increase that MSRP to be like similar to the street pricing. And if that's the case, that's fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up. Like,
Yeah, they've already done it, and they're just gonna do it again. They're just gonna do it again. I mean, at Micro Center, fucking like a 3070 be like $900 at Micro Center. So you already know they already scamming up.
yeah. It's like people are like, the problem is people just buying these street prices. It's like that's the biggest issue. It's just wait. Just like, listen, I can tell people what
thing
to
is,
do.
bro, waiting. How long? Like these people that are upgrading, usually these people, at least from what I've seen across the interwebs, is there a lot of these people needed to upgrade.
Oh yeah.
These fellas are on like, I don't know, like a dying 970, a dying 1060, 1070. They're like, yo, I like to play new games, and I'm on a 1060, 1070. I play at 1440p. Help.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, you gonna need to upgrade, and it's like, for the foreseeable future, shit is not gonna get any better. Next year, shit's not gonna get any better.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
people
looking
say
at
next year's gonna get
2023
better.
at the earliest.
I say not
2023
even
at
20, like
earliest.
earliest, yeah, but I don't think it will. I really don't. I think it'll be like maybe late 2023.
So for you to be like, oh, just wait.
I know,
honestly,
but you know what I mean by like the principle.
You kind of bug.
You know what I mean by the principle and stuff like that. Because if we allow that to happen, then these companies will be like, okay, we see what's happening. We're just going to increase the prices because we know the consumers want this regardless of how much the product costs.
All I gotta say is, don't buy from eBay. Buy from the local scammers from Micro Center. Don't buy from eBay.
Help
They
small
scam.
business.
I can
They
support
scamming
that.
too hard. They scamming too hard on eBay.
Help small businesses. Help local talent.
They
Don't buy from
have
big-
they have like, like the difference between like a 3080 Ti and like a 3090 is like just the VRAM, but it's like $900 more for a 3090 on eBay. So yeah, eBay prices be bugging out. If you're gonna get yourself scammed, buy pre-built or just go to get I guess sleep in front of a Best Buy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy that people still have to do that just to get a card.
Or sign up for
bro,
EVGA waitlist. You could do that too. Just saying. It is.
Oh yeah,
also,
you gonna be waiting until 2023, but yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
though.
man. Or you can get a cheat code.
The fuck you mean a cheat code?
Hey man, just see if somebody else is waitlisted and use their account.
That's if they want to give you their GPU.
Hey
The
man,
fuck?
I'm just saying, man, it's possible.
Yeah, but that person already won the lottery by getting a GPU.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I don't have to worry about it now.
So
It's unlikely.
I think that is really it. Oh, last thing, Sora and Smash, big thing.
I sleep.
Saw some people get mad about it. Some people very happy. Personally,
That's dope.
I think it's cool.
Where
But
the
like I saw
fuck-
people getting mad about Waluigi not being in it. And
Where
I'm
the
like, listen,
fuck
man.
is Waluigi?
Listen.
Nah, bro.
When
We
it
need
comes
the
to
Keyblade
Waluigi,
Warrior.
my
We need
thing
the
is
Keyblade Warrior.
just
Nintendo
have
fans getting hyped for little boys.
Whoa.
You already know, bro.
Yo.
Whoa!
Whoa. Chill.
Jeez.
I saw fellas crying tears over little boys. This shit's crazy.
Listen, I didn't cry, but I thought it was dope. You know? Like, all I could say, man, dude, Donald and Goofy were nowhere to be seen in those portraits and the background images and stuff. All I saw was a
Redacted.
star and a boat. I'm like, I don't see
Redacted.
no fucking Donald and Goofy. Yo, Disney
They
was
could-
like,
they couldn't afford that shit.
yeah, Disney was like, we'll let you have Sora, but we ain't gonna fucking let you have some of these Disney characters. The highest thing
Nah,
we'll
it's
let
like,
you
nah,
is with
nah,
the
they're like,
Keyblade
no,
and the
no.
mouse.
No. It's like, no. This is the bag that we need for Sora. This is the bag we need for everybody else. They couldn't afford that. They're like, nah.
Yeah, they were
nah,
like,
that
Disney,
shit's
can we
above
put
my
a
price
boat?
range.
Can we put a boat in a star instead of their portrait? And it's like, yeah, that's fine. Gosh dang. Imagine they were like, yeah, the Mickey Mouse emblem on the Keyblade, yeah, that needs to go. We don't want to spend money on that. Oh, man. But it's dope, you know. Sora definitely OP in that game, though. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, all like new characters are always OP.
They
in
gotta
Smash.
make him appealing, bro.
It's
If he
like-
was whack, you know.
Yeah, everyone would be like, fuck
Fellas
this
would
dude.
be melancholy. Fellas would be in distress. That would be so funny if he was whack, but nah, there's no way they make a DLC character whack. But yeah.
All right, I think that was really, yeah, I think that's it. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a minute. And shout out to people watching as a VOD as well. And new subscribers subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys as well. And you guys probably saw on the channel that I posted some content. I can give you an update as to what is happening now. I'm actually going to be making more content now. I'll be doing a trailer breakdown / theory analysis for two things. It'll be first the Batman trailer, because I have some notes already written here, and as well as the Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, which I'll also be breaking down and pointing out some potential Easter eggs and all that for that trailer, and some theories as well. And I will also be doing a Dune movie review, bringing back the movie reviews, because Dune is also coming out this Friday, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And I cannot wait. Denis Villeneuve, like I said, he is a fantastic director. He did Arrival, he did Blade Runner 2049, he did Prisoner, he did Sicario. The man is a very, very talented director. The man knows cinematography, and Hans Zimmer is scoring that movie. And they already showed off the soundtrack for that movie, and I was listening to it. Really, really good. Hans Zimmer did a phenomenal job in this movie soundtrack, but he didn't do a great job in the James Bond movie soundtrack for No Time to Die. But hey, man, I'm happy he put his efforts in Dune rather than No Time to Die. Just saying. I'll also be streaming on my Twitch channel. Of course, improve my quality in terms of equipment. So definitely going to put that into good use. By this weekend, this Saturday, I'll start to stream, or maybe even Friday. But overall, that's going to be the content going forward in terms of the next couple of weeks. And I will probably do a game review as well. And I got to figure out I'm gonna capture some gameplay and all that from what I want. But thank you guys for watching, and Bless, where can they find you at?
You can find me at @_BlessRun on Twitter, and my Twitch is @BlessRed. I haven't streamed shit. Honestly, I'm not really in the mood to stream anything recently, but maybe that'll change. I mean, that'll probably change when Halo comes out. So follow me for that. I'll definitely be streaming when Halo multiplayer arrives.
So
So.
you guys seen that co-op campaign?
Huh?
Huh?
What is that?
Oh man.
You're speaking of Witch Tales. What the fuck is that?
Oh man, I said that
Never
co-op
heard of it.
campaign of Halo Infinite.
That's crazy. We can't go back and do it, bro. We played what, Halo 3 together?
Oh
Dang.
man, I was talking about Halo Infinite, sir.
I mean, that doesn't exist, so.
Oh,
Well, shit.
damn. Welp.
Well.
Sucks. But Alicia, where can they find you at?
It's a great pod tonight. We talked about stuff. Bet DC was low key a bit.
Oh, you cut out there. What did you say?
What? Nothing. Don't.
Yeah,
no,
did
don't
you
worry
actually cut out?
What?
Bless,
What
did he
was
cut
it?
out? I couldn't
What?
hear
Oh,
what he
yeah,
said.
he 100% cut out. This motherfucker.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, saving my life.
Yeah,
man stiff-armed his
Discord
mic.
saved your life.
You
What did you just
can
say?
you can find me at Alish R_1 on Twitter. So you can find me. And have a great night, y'all.
Oh man, we'll never find out
He's
what
cutting
this
out.
man said. That's crazy. But thank you guys for watching. This is the Overleveled